I love dogs, but if a dog bit me on the face, I'm choke slamming that little fucker. Hello everybody, it's your boy Prof Trop, and we're back again with another video on VTuber Monday, but it's Tuesday, so shut the fuck. Yeah, this is Amelia Watson Childhood Stories Compilation. Today we're gonna be checking out some Amelia Watson lore. People said her childhood stories are crazy, so let's learn a little bit about our favorite detective. Imagine speaking English.
This other scar? Yeah, I have this other scar.
How many scars do you have?
It's on the top of my head. Like, my brother and I, we were jumping on a bed when we were like, I was like 3 or 4, and we were, you know, like, you guys jump up and down on a bed like a trampoline, and when we were jumping up and down, he pushed me off the bed, and there was a drawer that was open, and I hit my head on the corner of the drawer, and I got brain damage. No, okay.
I mean, we'll explain a lot.
I did, I don't think I had any brain damage, probably, but I had this huge scar on the top of my head.
Damn, bro.
And sometimes, when I breathe, it feels like there's air going through it, like... Yeah, it feels like there's air going through it at the top.
It's probably
really
not.
Weird. But they had to staple my head shut.
So I think from what I know, staple means it wasn't that bad. Usually they use staple. I mean, nowadays they use staples because it's easier. It's better than, you know, stitching it.
Now, right?
I mean, it is a form of stitching.
I turned out good. This is apparently like when scars heal, like the nerves, when they come back like really weird. That's probably why it feels like I can breathe through the hole. I don't think there's actually a hole. Like,
yeah, there's problem. It would be a problem if she had a hole.
Are like crossed. Yeah. Or I don't know. I have a.
Oh! Picture. What is that picture?
I know. I have a.
Doctor, there's something crawling in my tentacles. Let me. She's not a doctorina. She's not a doctor, but I am. Let me inspect your tentacles.
I have a blowhole. I don't know.
She said I have a blowhole. I have a.
Oh, she has those big earrings, the big holes in the ear. What do you guys call them? Plugs? Gauges? Apparently they make your ear really stinky. My grandma had one of those holes in her ear, in her, like, an earring, because one time she was vacuuming and her earring got stuck in the vacuum and it like tore her ear hole, so she had like
her ear. This is what on an average human, the ear is on the top of on the side of the head. You use a vacuum cleaner by pushing that shit around. Whoa. What?
A really droopy earlobe. Open a noodle packet. Actually, I cut the top of my thumb off.
How?
Because I saw my mom like peeling an orange. And have you guys ever seen people like peel vegetables or fruit where like they
Question. Who peels an orange with a knife? Y'all peel oranges with a knife? I usually just, just cut like a little bit on top and then just, tear it off. What?
They like guide the knife with their thumb? You know what I mean? Like
with the...
They like use their thumb, but then it also like hits their thumb. So I was trying to cut an orange like that, and I was like, I can do that too. And yeah, I can remember the pain. Yeah, I cut like a nice slice off the top of my thumb.
Oof. I've worked in a kitchen.
Yeah.
That's.
I have a lot of stories where I got hurt when I was younger.
Adventurer, huh?
What's one of the scariest things that has happened to you in general? Oh, I do have a story. Hold on. This is when I was going to detective school. I was working at a cafe. And like a coffee shop. And I was there like kind of late. And I was the last one to leave. And I was waiting for Auntie Watson to pick me up, and she was taking a really long time, and so I was just waiting outside the coffee shop, and then this van pulled up out of nowhere. It just went, was like a big van. I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? I backed up. I was like, I'm gonna get kidnapped. And then these two tall guys got out of the van, and they like rushed up to me, and I'm like, oh god, oh god. I backed up into a corner. I probably should have ran, but then they asked me like some questions. They were like, is your name Amelia? And I said, what? How do they know my name? Is this like was there a bad accident or something? Like, why are they here? Why are they asking for me? And then they like kept approaching me, and they backed me up into a corner, and then they asked me a question like, is your name Amelia? Is your name Amelia? And I said, yes, because I didn't know what to say. And then they said, do you have a birthmark on the inside of your arm? And I said, I have one. How do they know that? And then it was really creepy because I'm like, how do they know this information about me? And then
did your aunt send them?
And then it turns out they pulled out this paper, and they try like compare me to like this paper, and it turns out that they were like private investigators looking for somebody, and it was like a coincidence that this person had the same name and like a birthmark just like me, and they thought that I was her, and they were like gonna kidnap me because they were like paid to find her,
to kidnap her.
And it really creeped me out. And then they were like, oh, they don't really look the same, because it was dark, because they thought that I was her. And
they just approach any woman
but they're like these really big guys, and if I had ran, they probably would have tackled me, so it was probably good that I didn't run. But if they were kidnappers, it probably would have been better if I had ran. Yeah, it was really scary.
Jesus.
And then I told them afterwards, I said, what's wrong with you guys? I'm just a random person. You just came up, like, do you know how that comes off? You just came up and you tried to like I was kidnapped. I told them, they're like, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. It's creepy.
Okay, that's...
Anyways, I got my ankle ran over once. It didn't break though, so never mind.
By what?
Yeah, the tire went over my foot, but like over my ankle bone, because I was standing up.
Oh!
And they rolled over my ankle. It was slow, but it scraped off a bunch of skin. I used to ride a bike to school, like a tricycle. And then I remember one time somebody kicked my trainer wheels, and then I was like going over a big tree root that was growing in the cement, and somebody kicked it, and then I fell and I scraped my knee.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I hope
I did have a question that
I hope after that you picked up the tricycle and beat them over the head with it.
I didn't pick, but I remember it's like somebody like, do you have any other horrifying childhood stories, like the tongue thing or like the head thing?
Wait, what tongue thing?
I used to get bit by dogs a lot. I had one time where it was like a family dog, and we were on a road trip, and they were sitting in my lap, and I put my face near them. I like brought them onto my lap, and I put my face near them, and they bit my face. Yeah. And then I had to go to the hospital.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. I love dogs, but if a dog bit me on the face, I'm chokeslamming that little fucker. Listen, bro, I don't care. I love animals, but you gotta show them who's the top dog here, okay? If a dog bites my face, I'm chokeslamming that bitch. I'm going full Undertaker, WrestleMania, what was it, 25, with Shawn Michaels or whatever that dude. I'm tombstoning that little shit. I'm chokeslamming. I'm throwing that shit in a coffin. I'm beating the shit out of that dog. That dog is gonna learn who's the boss that day.
And then they had
to buy my face, little shit.
For rabies, but I didn't want to take any shots, so I kept like squirming around, and I tried to like bite the nurse, and they ended up not giving me a rabies shot. And then there's one time where I was a dog, and they bit my hand, and
I've never been bit by a dog.
I don't have any scars from it though. Yeah, I don't have any scars from those.
Huh.
Oh yeah, and there was another time where I was feeding a big dog that we had, and he used to get like really aggressive over food, and I was like feeding him, and then I tried to take him outside, and he like followed me, and he was like growling, and I was like, what the heck? I don't even have food right now, but I had like just fed him, I guess. I don't know why, but then he jumped at me, and he tried to go for my throat, but then I lifted my arm up like in front of my face, like on reflex, and then he bit my arm.
You punched him in the throat?
And yeah, that was scary. But it's fine.
Damn.
He's a very old boy now. Very old boy.
You went for like a rare naked?
I forgive him. Sometimes, you know, because we had adopted him, so sometimes a dog in the past can have like you know, traumatic experiences that make them act a certain way. And I think we ended up like consulting a vet, and they gave us like doggy Prozac for him. Yeah, and I calmed him down a lot. Yeah, it's not the doggy's fault. This doggy just had like traumatic experiences in the past.
He about to get another one if he does that shit again.
Because I would wear the same shoes every day, and they'd be like, "Why do you wear the same shoes every day?" Because I don't know, what's wrong with wearing the same shoes every day? What's wrong with that? I don't know.
Hey, kids are stupid as fuck. Let's be honest.
They were like
kids are dummies.
They were like these old black running shoes, and they were very scuffed looking.
Hey, look at Ghost
I think it was because yeah, because I moved around a lot. I went to like a school that had it was like a really nice school, and so everybody was like higher class or something than me.
Oh.
And it was a really cool school actually. They like gave people laptops. They gave everybody laptops. I guess a lot of schools do that now, but like then I was like, whoa.
Where?
Play Webkins?
Not in Bulgaria.
On my laptop? It's very fancy.
Our school computers couldn't even run Windows, bro.
I didn't get Windows because I wasn't old enough, but it's pretty cool.
Have you ever touched a cactus before?
A what?
I have. Actually, when I was a wee time traveler, when I was a wee detective, I saw a really fuzzy cactus and I thought it would be soft, so I touched it like a dog.
Oh, that's very... Oh. Oh, I'm dead.
I'd like to say I'm surprised that you touched the cactus, but I'm not.
Damn.
Oh, that's a cactus.
I thought it would be soft, but then I had a bunch of pricklies.
Yeah, those things are a pain in the ass to take out.
Like fiberglass.
Fiber?
Yeah, well, except it like, yeah, sort of. Fiberglass is a good snack.
Huh?
What? Oh, I used to eat, when I was a kid, I used to eat frozen waffles. Like the chocolate chip waffles. I would just eat them frozen without toasting them. I guess because I was like pretty young, so I didn't know how to use the toaster. And I would just go and get them, and I just eat them frozen. Maybe I was too short.
How has this woman survived?
Octopus, I like the texture.
Never had octopus.
But it's not surprising because when I was a kid, I like to eat sand. Not those healthy. I hear it's really good for you.
I wish I could say I'm surprised, Ame.
Yeah, I like to eat sand when I was a kid. I don't know, the texture. I really liked it.
At this point, I am not even surprised.
I'd just be playing in the sandbox and get sand in my mouth and be like, oh. What fictional character did you have a crush on?
Ooh, good one.
I don't know if this counts, but the first thing that came to mind is that when I was younger, I used to read. This is embarrassing. Maybe I shouldn't say this.
Say it. Too late. You can't start it. Come on, if you start something, finish it.
No.
Say it.
Say
it.
I used to read.
Yes. What?
Two characters in TF2. Yeah.
I speak.
I like romantic ones, you guys. It's romantic.
Romeo and Juliet.
Shut up! You guys hear this?
Gremlin energy.
It was Sniper and Spy. Okay, next question. Thank you. I want to tell you guys. Oh yeah, I want to tell you guys.
Wait, what was that question? Do you have any cool crime fighting stories you would like to share? Bro, well, you on drugs, my guy? The fuck?
I want to tell you guys. I was reading some like YouTube comments and people were like, "Oh God!" Every time Ame says this one time,
yeah, something awful's
like
happened.
a really bad story from her childhood or something. And I wanted to tell you guys. Well, I don't know. You guys can believe it if you want or not. You know, some people don't believe in this sort of stuff, but apparently, the Watson family was cursed. Yes. My grandma was a little how would you say?
Promiscuous?
You know, she liked to mess around, you know, with other people's husbands a little bit.
Oh,
and,
she took the cock.
One time, one of the ladies, she had enough, and she cursed.
A gypsy curse?
But,
Oh, you
know,
just pay them $5, you'll be
people don't
fine.
believe that's the real.
Where's her crosshair?
For us though,
Why does she not have a crosshair?
apparently, Watson family is cursed, and
Where's the crosshair?
we have known this for a while, and we have pretty bad luck. I'll admit, we got some pretty bad luck. But when we get lucky, it's like really lucky. I'm pretty salty.
You're not salty, right?
Chess!
You don't like salt, right?
I remember when I was a kid, when I was really
It's a
young.
weird chessboard. Oh no.
My friend cried and I licked her tears.
You what?
My friend cried and I licked her tears.
What? What? You ate your tears? What? What?
Huh?
What?
Explain.
So, you cried for something that made you sad, but then it cheered you up because it was so tasty.
Well, it wasn't me crying, but yeah, sure.
Oh, what? So, you drank someone else's tears?
Yes.
When I was a kid, I wouldn't do that today.
Or would you?
Yeah, sure, Ame.
Or
You did just talk about doing it today, but yeah, no, you wouldn't do that today. You're totally not someone who does one thing again that you did in the past and you're now threatening to do again.
I'll
Yeah,
drink your
totally.
tears, Kiara. That's me.
Ooh.
So where are
Cry
they
for
again,
me.
you guys? Morocco? Casablanca? Oh. One time my mom was traveling in this area,
Oh, no.
and she was in Morocco, and she got kidnapped because she went to go look at a
What?
carpet, and they wouldn't let her go until somebody wired money, and it was like $300, and then she got released. It was a really long time ago, though. No, apparently they were really nice to her. Like, they gave her, like, tea and stuff.
Wow,
They
kidnapping
just
her.
wouldn't let her leave until somebody wired money. When I was a kid, there was this other kid, and he got in the cart, and he got on the bottom part, like this part on the bottom, and then other kids got up in the top, and then we pushed them like this, whee! And then his finger got stuck underneath the wheel, and his pinky came off.
Oh!
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. I remember one time.
Oh no.
That's not that bad. I remember one time I used to go to like these people's house that would like babysit me when I was pretty young, and it was their anniversary.
Oh
and they
no.
had these really nice chocolates that the husband bought for the mom.
Okay.
And I really like those chocolates.
Okay.
So I asked him while he was washing the dishes. I said, "Can I have one of those chocolates?" And he was like, "Yeah, whatever." And so I ate
them
one.
all?
I opened the box. It was like a anniversary present. I opened it and I took a chocolate because I thought it was okay.
Well, he said okay, right?
And then they got really mad. They said, "Who opened the box of chocolates?"
But he said okay.
And I blamed it on this other girl who used to make fun of me.
Oh,
She
good
got in
one.
trouble and she was never allowed to come back.
Good one, detective.
Actually, something like that happened to me too. Where my brother, when I was younger, we were on a soccer team, and I had like my baby teeth, and he threw a soccer ball. He told me to catch it, and he threw it at my face, and I lost 3 teeth.
Bro, your brother is an asshole.
I think they were baby teeth.
Yeah, they
What is
were
the
baby
bad
teeth.
story now? This.
It was really bloody.
Oh, yeah, I'm a
Oh,
brother.
I can imagine.
You're a dickhead, bro. The
That's how
fuck?
siblings are, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
just
a little bloody, but when you look back on it, you're just like, man.
who needs those 3 teeth anyway?
Yeah.
Or a little brain damage.
That's
It's okay.
When I was like 2 years old, I was in an
how do you
ice cream
remember
shop with my mom, and we were going to get ice cream, and I got my ice cream, and as I was licking the ice cream cone, I was walking, and the floor was slippery, and I slipped and I fell, and they didn't have a sign that said floor slippery because they had just mopped, and I was licking the ice cream cone and I fell, and I bit my tongue, and my mom and the doctor said that my mom said the doctor said that my tongue was hanging off by like 2 threads.
Oof.
Yeah.
And you know that was a scary thing for her mother, because tongues bleed a lot. Like, they bleed a fucking shit ton.
I have this big
So it's a
scar in the middle
mess.
of my tongue.
It's probably a huge mess.
I bit my tongue off when I was 2 years old. Yeah.
Jeez.
And
how many scars does she have?
Because if you put stitches, it would like constantly open. So I guess they just left it there and they just let it heal.
Well, they must have done something.
My mom got really mad because the guy in the ice cream shop, he wouldn't call 911 because he was scared that he was gonna get like sued. So he was like refusing to let her use the phone, because this was before like cell phones were that popular, I guess. Yeah.
Boomer times.
And he wouldn't let her call, and she had to like grab him like by the collar and like shake him and be like, give me the phone. You know how
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
When their kids are in danger, they get like this big rush of adrenaline and they get like really strong. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. Ever since your previous switch sacrificed itself for us, something has been on my mind. What does your tongue scar actually look like? I saw there's like somebody drew me with
tongue
like
reveal?
a very defined tongue scar. Like it just happened recently or something. Actually, my tongue scar, it's very, 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 very faint, because if you don't know, your mouth is like one of the fastest places to heal, and it happened a pretty long time. I mean, not like that long. I mean, it was pretty long ago. But yeah, it's very, very faint. So it's not like I have stitches on my tongue or something. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Thank you!
Yeah, I mean, that scars heal. I mean, I got some scars, and y'all can probably not even tell that much. Like, this is a scar, this is a scar, and this is a scar. Well, it's not that, like, prevalent, right? That's a scar. And when I do it like this, you can actually kind of see it. But yeah, my cheek scar, you can't really see too much. And like this is a scar. That's what it looks like. It looks kind of like I have hair on the camera, but it's actually a scar. Okay, well, seems like Amelia Watson had a very interesting childhood. Jesus Christ, how many? She had 1,000 stories of her killing. Her brother is a dick. I hope he's no longer a dick, and I hope the dog got choke slammed. Probably didn't, but yeah, this was the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Hololive videos. Playlist up here, and I'll catch you on there. Oh yeah, quick thank you to the YouTube members and patrons. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate you all. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye everybody.